struck kids like you away from Mr. Gerard.
But isn't it part of his job to hear people sing?
Now, look, I got swell food here. Good quarters, good clothes, not too much work. No worries, and a boss who likes my brand of liquor and cigars. This is the best job I ever had, and I'm going to keep it even if you are my sister. Now, come on, kid, I'll show you your room.
All right. Is there anyone else here?
Only Severina, the cook. She's asleep.
Martin, dear, I could get a job.
Don't dear me. I'm only a brother. Here, I'll take the grips.
I was going to say that I can get a job and pay you
The hardest work I've done in years.
Are they heavy? Oh, I'm sorry. What I was going to say, Martin.
What do you got loaded in these? Scrap iron? Here's your room.
Thank you. Martin, I've been trying to tell you that I can probably get a job and pay you back your $1,000.
Yeah, sure.
And you can be my manager. That means you get 10%.
Yeah, sure, 10%. You can stay here tonight. Tomorrow you go home.
I won't go home.
Says you.
I won't. Martin, I don't think you care a bit about me.
Of course I care. But don't you see the spot you got me in? Now, pipe down. Will you go to bed? I'll see you in the morning.
Darn right you will.
But not after tomorrow morning.
Maybe yes and maybe no. Good night.
Oh, brother, good night.
May I come in?
You think I get your breakfast? You are mistaken.
No, I didn't ask you to get my breakfast. You're Severina, aren't you?
Yes,
Where's Martin?
out.
When will he be back?
For my part, never. He's a loafer, that Martin.
Severina, that's no way to talk about my brother.
Your brother?
Your brother? Oh, so that's it. You heard us last night and thought... Oh, wait till I tell Martin.
Oh, forgive me, please. I'm so sorry. Tell me, you like fish?
I love it.
Then sit down. Whoever likes fish is a friend of mine.
Thank you.
That is one trouble with Mr. Gerard. He won't eat fish. I cook the fish. He won't eat it. But in the end, we'll see.
Severina.
Huh?
Well,
Now, come on, spill it out.
I was just wondering, do you think Mr. Gerard would mind if I sang for him?
You sing?
Yes.
That.
Oh, no, I sing very well. At least I've been told I do.
Answer is no. If you are a singer, you had better scram out of here before you are thrown out.
Mr. Gerard sounds like an ogre.
Ogre. What ogre is, I don't know. But Mr. Gerard is okay. I think he has glamour.
Severina, as long as I'm here, couldn't I help you? I can wash dishes, dust the house, vacuum.
You are a good girl. How you come by that Martin for a brother, I don't know. After breakfast, and then maybe... Yes, you can help me with vacuum cleaning. But first, finish your breakfast.
Good morning. Good morning. Well, look, don't mind me. I just thought I'd say good morning. Would you mind turning that thing off?
Oh.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
I'm Mr. Gerard.
Oh, you are?
Yes? Oh, I'm sorry. What's your name, please?
I'm Miss Carter, Mr. Gerard.
Do you mind if I call you by your first name? It's customary, I think.
Why, I'd love you to. My name's Anne.
Very kind of you. Ask Severina to bring me some coffee, please.
Yes, Mr. Gerard.
And you can vacuum this room some other time when I'm out. By the way, when did you start?
Start?
You are the new maid, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
Well, tell Severina just coffee. No fish.
Yes, sir, I will.
Never mind, I'll tell her myself. Severina!
Mr. Gerard.
Severina, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Gerard. We didn't expect you until tomorrow.
Well, you know what an unaccountable fellow I am. Hey, I see we've got a new maid.
And you what?
Excuse me, sir. Severina wasn't there when Martin hired me. She was out.
Out?
Yes. Mr. Gerard wants some coffee right away, Severina, and he doesn't want any fish. And he said for me to finish the living room some other time when he was out.
And ask Martin to come in when he gets back.
Yes, sir, we will.
What goes on?
He thought I was the new maid, and I accepted. Oh, don't give me away, Severina. Everything's worked out wonderfully.
I'm completely deaf and dumbfounded. What?
Cut that out, will you? What do you think you're trying to do? Mr. Gerard's in his room. If he heard you singing,
Martin, you're horrible.
I know it. Now get out of here and start packing. You're taking the first train back to Indiana.
I can't. I haven't any money.
Well, don't worry about that. I'll take a look at the racing form. I'll raise some money. You start packing.
Cool yourself down. We need a maid, and Anne needs a job.
Shut up. One more minute, we'd all been out here on our ears. Are you going, or shall I go to the boss myself?
You wouldn't dare.
Oh, I would.
No, you wouldn't.
Good. We go to the boss together. You squeal on your sister, and I squeal on you.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about how much silver you don't beans, how much work you don't do, how many bottles cigars you smoke. And maybe when I get excited, I think of more. Well, what are we waiting for?
You don't want to be a maid, huh?
Oh, yes, Martin. I'm so glad
All right, you ask for work, you're going to get it. Silver to polish, floors to wax, furniture to dust, windows to wash, and a few other things. But they all come later. First you do the marketing. Here's the list.
Where's the market?
22 stories down, 12 blocks due north. Get going. Severina.
Yeah?
Severina, remind me to slip you a Mickey Finn. Dames. And your hat, sir. Well, do you know when you plan to return home, sir?
I'll be back around 4, Martin. The new maid, Martin. Very attractive girl.
Yes, sir.
I happened to be looking out of the window when she returned from marketing. She seemed to have plenty of assistants.
I don't know what you mean, sir.
Well, there were 5 of them. Kontonovich's butler Popoff and Mrs. McIntyre's chauffeur and 3 other gentlemen, all helping her with the bundles. Yes, Martin, a very attractive girl.
Won't happen again, sir.
Martin,
Yes.
there's something on your mind. Now what's the matter?
Nothing, sir. Nothing at all.
Horses? Is that it?
No, sir. Yes, sir. Horses.
You know, everybody seems a little strange since I got back.
You don't know the half of them. Oh, yes, sir, yes. Very strange indeed, sir.
Well, pull yourself together, Martin.
I'll try, sir.
You and your racing form. You can't expect a little sister to come in every day.
That's what you think, sir.
Mr. DeMille presents Deanna Durbin, Pat O'Brien, and Robert Page in Act 2 of His Butler Sister in a moment. Remember those puzzles where you had to tell what's wrong with the picture? Well, I'm going to give Sally a verbal picture and see if she can spot all the mistakes. It's Saturday morning, and Betty Lou is getting ready to wash her week's undies.
Well, Mr. Kennedy, that's wrong to begin with. She should never let them pile up like that. Undies should be lucked right after every wearing to remove the dirt and perspiration before they can weaken the fibers.
Right, Sally. Well, to continue. So Betty Lou filled up her wash bowl with good hot water and dumped in a lot of soap powder.
Mistakes 2 and 3. She should never have used hot water for silk or rayon because it's apt to fade the colors. Oh, and you didn't say Lux Flakes, Mr. Kennedy. If she's using a strong wash-day soap, it's apt to weaken the fabric. She should use lukewarm water and mild Lux suds.
Then she rinsed her undies in hot water
Wrong again.
and hung them in front of the radiator to dry.
Uh-oh, there's that heat unit again. If she wanted them to dry quickly and safely, she should have rolled them in a Turkish towel to remove the excess moisture and then hung them away from heat to dry.
And finally, she ironed them with a hot iron.
That's the last straw, Mr. Kennedy, absolutely. Silk and rayon fabrics need a very low-temperature iron. Too hot an iron may scorch them, may even melt some rayons and make a hole. Honestly, it's a wonder the poor girl had any undies left after doing all those wrong things. They were probably faded and drab-looking and worn out long before their time.
Actual tests prove Lux slips and nightgowns stayed lovely 3 times longer than those washed the wrong way. So if your dealer was out of Lux Flakes last time you asked for a box, try again tomorrow. We're shipping more every day. Remember, undies lead a long life when they lead a Lux life. Now, our producer, Mr. DeMille.
Act 2 of His Butler Sister, starring Deanna Durbin as Anne, Pat O'Brien as Martin, and Robert Page as Charles Gerard, with Elsa Jansen as Severina. Anne Carter has been in New York only one day, and already she's preparing for her first party. There's only one hitch. Her party dress is a maid's uniform, and her arm, instead of resting gently on an escort, is wrapped tightly around a tray of hors d'oeuvres.
Wait a minute. You just carry the tray. You don't strangle it.
Listen to him. You do fine, and just don't be nervous.
All right, get going.
He'd only told me there was going to be a party tonight.
Well, it's certainly too bad Mr. Gerard didn't consult us first.
Quite tough guy. Sometimes it happens like this, Anne. All of a sudden, 12 guests for dinner. Now take the hors d'oeuvres inside.
Wait a minute.
Yes, Martin.
Well, look, when you get in there, remember, you're not a guest. No smiling. Give me the whole setup in one word. Deadpan. You get it? Deadpan. All right, beat it.
Hors d'oeuvres, madam? Hors d'oeuvres, sir? Hors d'oeuvres?
Come here, child.
Hors d'oeuvres, madam.
I hope they taste better than you look. What's the matter with your face?
It's Anne.
I beg your pardon.
You look